Welcome to the Cynthia Nyamai show. Our guest today is Timothy Kimani, aka Njugush. I think that's enough said. Coming up shortly. Njugush, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell me, where did that name come from, Njugush?
I promised I'm going to be, very behaved.
Yes.
Nani?
I think for 3 minutes.
Haiwezi. Thank you so much. But umekosea jina is Njugush the cute. So lazima unini. That's what people call me. Sijui kwa nini.
Labda ni vile uko cute.
We never know. Now, the name Njugush ilikuwa ya now when I started acting nilikuwa nafanya extra roles
Yeah.
So sikuwa na jina so kuna kale kalivurutwa kale so wase YouTube wakaanza kusema ilikuwa hapa kule news wase wakaanza kusema ni aje kuna kamsee so we were like tukishoot hivi na directors wakasema si tutafutie huyu msee jina hai tukakaa like 20 minutes tunatafuta jina Alejandro na hiyo imetumika jina yani itakuwa unique so tukaona tuna waste time so tukasema tuanzeni so when we were going to roll cab driver walikuwa hapo nyuma wakaanza kuitana we Juguna tukasema wacha tuende na hii for this particular clip then going ahead tutafuta hiyo jina kali and that's what stuck so once ikaenda kwa TV kiwa Njuguna wase sasa wakaanza kuniita Njugush Njugush and
so hata rights ya hiyo jina ni ya cab drivers ndio wako na rights ya hiyo majina
but ajuani
if in case they are watching kujieni pesa
pale Church Road West pale Church Road wanakaaga hapo
and talking about even just your background tell us a little bit where were you born and how did you eventually get into acting?
Mimi nimezaliwa Meru. Nilikuwa nataka kusema nimezaliwa Huruma. Na place nimefika nimezaliwa Meru. But growing up I've grown up in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
I went to 7 different primary schools. My dad is a reverend.
Yeah.
So tulikuwa tunakaa
kana. I didn't know that.
Kwani sikai
out. Hapa kidogo.
Wait, unataka kusema sikai? Hivyo ndio umeisema na Kizungu. Nyinyi watu wa PR na wagopa. So umesema na Kizungu, you don't even look. Kwa hivyo sikai.
Unakaa watoto wa pastor wao wameharibika sana.
Aya, na unaisema paruanja. Ala.
I'm being open. This is an open show.
Naweza walk out kwa hii show.
Kwanza ndio hata utafanya tukule hewa vizuri.
Aya, unanidea
trending.
So watu wataona ni joke, so hata haitakuwa na uzito. Unajua sasa wewe ukiwalk out kwa show, Cynthia walked out. Njugush walked out. Atarudi tu. Wacha tumuongoje. So grew up in a lot of places, Mount Narok, Eldoret.
So the different it was because of your dad going to different churches.
Napigwa transfer. So born in Meru but bred to grow up in various places. Interior. The first time niliingia town ni Eldoret hapo ndio tulienda because ilikuwa Eldoret. Mimi sijawahi ona fridge. Nilikuwa nashindwa hiyo light inazimanga saa ngapi? Unajua ukizima
ukifunga hiyo mlango.
Mpaka siku moja nikafungia bro yangu aniambia ikizima inazima aje. Eldoret that's when nilikuja kwa maisha town because I'm a Gishagi guy.
How old were you then?
I was in as I say man class. I was in class 1.
So maybe 6, 7.
Yes, cool. Kwani unanijua? Umejuaje nilikuwa 6, 7?
Hawezi jua.
Yeah, so Eldoret hapo ndio maisha ya town but all other places zimekuwa Gishagi. And Mount Narok ilikuwa by then I know things have changed. By the time naingia Mount Narok watu wako wanaenda na viatu. Yaani unafika shule inabidi tu utoe viatu. Wasa wanakuomba viatu. Nipe nicheze nayo ball. Nipe nishinde nayo. Msichana kwambia nipe nishinde nayo ati nitakupanguzia jioni. So different cultures, different status.
And how do you think that molded
and maybe that's why I'm cute.
Maybe.
At now?
How do you think that molded you sasa to be the person you are today?
One is to appreciate people from different walks of life. 2 is to appreciate the life itself because sayuki niuliza Mr. Kikuka Nairobi manze. Mimi nataka kwenda Ocha. Kitu imetuweka hapa ni kutafuta shilingi. Otherwise a lot of us tungekuwa tulishaondokea kitambo tukaenda Ocha. Ndio life hapo iko fiti. So that's one. Two, meeting various characters and different people. Like for example, sina childhood friends. Naweza sema hao ni childhood friends tumegrow now because ulikuwa unakaa hapa, unapigwa transfer, unakaa hapa, unapigwa transfer. So sana it's about meeting different people and with different perspective of life. Like for example, Maunarok, as much as ilikuwa hivyo, cabbage ilikuwa 1 bob. Saa zile hapa Kikuyu manze cabbage ilikuwa 20 bob na kama uwezi nini unakatiwa nusu. Pale cabbage niliona ikipatiwa ng'ombe. Carrot zilikuwa kibao. Yani the people there, and it makes you see life in another life because people pale hawana hata kuna boys tulikuwa tunasoma naye primo, yeye aliachia class 6. Aende akalime viazi. Sasa tunaongea na wewe kwa mpaka na punda. Kani unacheka?
Nakana exactly ambia kuna private jet kitu kama hiyo.
Haya punda ni big deal. Wewe unajua besti yako akona punda? Unajua besti akona punda mbili ya jaba, ya kiume na ya kike. So listen, hakumaliza class 8. Sisemi watu wasisome, but I want you to see life, to appreciate life in another kind of setting. So he was not able. Angeweza angeendelea. But you know, for him, budake walikuwa na mashamba makubwa. So what they do is wewe unapatiwa eka kama 5 unalima viazi. Do you know mtoi yako class 6 na huko walikuwa very late to kuingia class, so unapata ni wakubwa. Mtoi yako class 6 anasema ati nangojea lori za viazi zikamzichukue viazi ziende. Huko watu hata hawana ID because ni kuingia kwa shamba unalima inatoka because weather kule iko fiti. So mse kama yule amejenga life yake. Amejenga boma, kuna watoto 4, mmoja saa hii ndio anataka kwenda form 1, hivyo. So you find life kule inaenda it's easier life, so to speak. When they don't have any opportunities, but less pressure because kitu unahitaji kubai ni chumvi. That's why ukienda pale hata ugonge mtu so ako fiti. But kuja hii Nairobi so haitoshi hata ukinidunga so.
But I guess also we can define success in different ways.
Yes.
So long as for me I think you have a good lifestyle, you're healthy. You don't have to have mansions and money and so on to be successful.
I think success for me, how more success is if you how do I put it? Because this morning we were talking with some people how life is always about unakimbia mpaka ile siku utakufa. Ati kesho nafaa niamke 4. You make a lot of money or even small money, but you don't get to live life. You don't get to live life. You know,
and I think that social media adds to that pressure because people are putting up photos of a lifestyle they are living, and some of those things are not even real. But it's true, urban areas kuna pressure nyingi, and we need to learn how to define success for ourselves.
Exactly. And the most success I think you can get ni ile umejiekea. Because utafika. I usually say ukijiekea goal lazima utafika. So nikijiekea success nataka kukua nimefikisha A, by this time akitafika. High chances are nitafika. But ukianza sasa kutoshanisha nimefika but kai lakini nani wameenda. Kwanza ukiingia Facebook uone best yako kwa ati gari imeleta shida iko kwa garage. Who knows where I can get gasket? Wewe uko na punda mbili. Yeye itakumaliza. So for me the happiness niko nayo. And if 2020 is something to go by. Because 2020 sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom. A lot of us sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom. Yani imefika place maka kanisa imefungwa. Wewe kutoka uzaliwa ushaisikia kanisa imefungwa. Babangu ni reverend, hajaikosa kwenda job, kanisa, church. You get? But ilifika hapa ikafungwa. Shule haijaifungwa almost for 1 year. So if 2020 is something to go by. Mi saa hii unachekia hata hii mwaka ikaisha kama sijatengeneza any profit. But I'm healthy. Tuko sawa, tuko bare minimum. I'll be so happy.
Talking about Reverend, I want to find out a little bit about that. How was it like growing up as a pastor's child?
One, it was very lonely because tulikuwa tunakaa kwa church compound. So hamna mabeshte, you know, saa zile mnapatana na wase maybe ni church time, hii time nyingine watu wamekuja meeting kanisa, there is that. But two, my dad tried and made it as normal as possible. at home he was not the reverend. Alikuwa mzai, we kwenda uka you know. And we really needed that. So in that sense sawa, but in terms of kukaa kwa church also, you know, it comes with expectations. Wewe ni mtoto wa pastor, kwa nini unadanganya? I used to kutamani kutukanana. Nisikie how does it feel kwambia mtu kwenda, unajua. So there are expectations, and that's why umeniambia ati sikai. I don't look like kwani tunafaka kukua tumewekwa nini hapa?
Hata nilikuwa nakwambia vizuri juu hata huwa wameharibika sana. Na si wengi wa cute.
The reason why
si wengi
umejuaje? I think and this is the problem. Vile nimesema we are lonely because a lot of time dad ameenda huduma. Na madhe pia the fact that wako pamoja walichukua hizo nadhiri pamoja wameenda. So we are left alone. So tumebaki kwa church compound. There's no community, there's no society. The society that comes iko na expectation.
Exactly.
Mtoto wa mchungaji haezi kuambia unafanya vibaya. But out
and
there
can't even be real with you.
Exactly, because ni mtoto wa mchungaji. Woi wacha atupe hiyo chini, ni mtoto wa mchungaji. Gonga hiyo bakuli teke, ni mtoto wa mchungaji. But you need to grow up in a society. So that's one. Two, the expectations. You are denied a lot of that. You are denied a lot of nimeenda kutembea na mabeshte fulani staki yao tunakuona nao. And you are out to look out for yourself. Unataka kujua mtu akitukana na you feel aje. Akina nani wao huenda disco. Hiyo disco wanakuja na mastori tamu, kwa nini mimi nisiende? So wale walienda disco wakaona hata ni nothing. Wakachoka. Sasa unataka kwenda disco ile deadly. Ni wapi huwa kuna shetani? Unatafuta shetani in his true form.
Na shetani. Unajua nyimbo za places za disco, nyimbo za huko huitwa nyimbo za shetani.
Nyimbo ya ngoma. Sisi hata kuna station haiko inawekwa. Hata home kungekuwa kuna uwezo. Hiyo party ya hiyo radio ingetolewa, irukange inaenda. So kwa kina Jacob Mogoa. So I think watoto wa pastor, the reason watu husema hivyo is because of expectations. Tuna expect ukue msafi, na mimi ni mtoto ordinary. Mimi mzae na maadhe ndio walichukua nadhiri. Mimi siko kwa hiyo story. Ndio musema mzae na maadhe wangekuwa wezi, ningekuwa mwizi. So you have to chukulia life kivyako. And part of that is formed and shaped by the society. Juu society ndio itasema na huyu kijana wako ameanza kutembea na watoto wabaya. So kama hakuna watu wanakuangalia, because ours is ukitoka shule unaingia kwa hao, unashinda hapo mkisaidia madhi, wamama wakuje, waingie waombe, muombe mwende bedroom. Haya mkakae, au akitoka sasa ile tu mnatoka sasa muende kwa maybe kurukaruka juu hatuko na TV, then mnaenda kurukaruka, mnasikia tena kuna vijana wamekuja wanataka advice. Sasa tena wanaingia na mzae. Sasa tena mnatoka. So hamna wase mtaenda kutembea nao. Hamna wase kwa hiyo church compound. So at the end of the day, watoi huku nje they are being shaped and exposed to different things, both good and bad, to be able to choose for themselves. And that's why you find a lot of non-religious people are more religious. Like you're born in a non-religious, tuseme mzae alikuwa anakunywa, madhe hata alikuwa ajui church. You find those people are very religious as compared to mtu alilelewa kwa church. Because you are out to hii kitu unafosiwa down, and that's what my dad didn't do. Hakutufosia mnafaa muokoke. The only thing we used to do ni kufanya worshiping. We had a fellowship every Monday, Wednesday na Friday.
I need to find out more sasa hata how you went from worshiper to cute Njuguna. That is
kwani worshiper ni agri. Ni ati ya wewe.
Utatuambia. That is coming after the break. Welcome back to the Cynthia Nyamai show. Before the break, we were talking to Njugush. And he corrected me. Njugush the cute. And he told us a little bit about his background. Now let's find out more about his career. So tell me, Njugush, how did you move from, before you had even told us choir, worship, how did you now get into the entertainment and acting career?
How did I get?
Amazing.
Now, no, it's not kitambo. So I went to school. Contrary to popular beliefs.
Wow, you did.
So, and I did journalism.
So,
at the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. And after that, I was very focused. I knew I was going to be Cynthia Nyamai.
Yes, thank you.
But who is God? Had his plan, so I ended up.
He had better plans.
So
it is better.
After finishing my course, Now I waited for a miracle and a miracle came. So
Yeah.
I got a call from Abel Mutua, and Abel Mutua told me there's something called Hapakule News. I was like, yes, I'm a journalist. Hapakule News, this is it.
Yeah.
Little did I know Hapakule News was a parody news show. It was a comedy.
Yeah.
And I went with my tie, nimenyonga proper. And then I was told, can you remove the tie and the shirt? Do you have a vest? Yes. I was like, what's up with this guy? So it was a comedy show. So that's how I got into comedy. So I was an extra. I was just to come that day and then go back, and that was it. So when I went, it was a hit because they had started that show like 2 weeks before I joined. So on the third episode, they were like, there's something lacking.
Yeah.
So on the third episode, guys were like, hako kamse. Nah, that's how I got another call and another call and another call.
Yeah.
And after now Hapakule News, the parody show, we started now the Real Houses of Kawangware.
Yeah. But before even before that, when did you realize that you're actually funny, that when you talk, people actually find you funny?
I'm not funny.
You're very funny.
You're
cute and funny.
My life, I think situations are what... Because a lot of things I do are situations. It's sitcom. It's situation based on a real life experience, based on a ABCD. So, well, I don't know. My dad is funnier than me. You should.
So it's
my mom, I think it runs in the family.
In the family, yeah.
So I've never known I'm really... Like, for example, even when I started acting, it was out of... My mom forced me. The first time I got on stage, my mom forced me and told me, they're looking for a kid. Where was you went? You know how our African moms are. Hamka wende. Can't you hear they're asking for? So that's how I first started acting.
Yeah.
And I loved the experience on stage because for the first time, you know, as a kid, people listen to you. You know, when we were growing up, you are to be seen, not to be heard. So I was like, I love this attention.
Yeah.
Do you know what a police wanapenda attention?
Sana.
So that's the first time I was, I think, in pre-primary school. So I've been acting in Sunday school. All my life I've been acting, but I never knew it would be a profession. Later on, it make a career.
So when you were growing up, you used to tell people, what are you going to do when you...
I was to be a pilot.
Wow.
I used to have... I even wrote a letter. I know. I even wrote a letter to Titus Naikuni. By then he was in KQ. When KQ had the other label for K, and then I don't know the first one.
Yeah.
I wrote a letter, but I think it never reached him. And
you
by
were
then they
too
were
cute
having they were having I was very bright in school. They were having scholarship for very bright students.
Yeah, and training, I remember.
Exactly. So you had to fly out, go to South Africa, learn, and then you come back and alafu wanakukata mshahara.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to enroll, so I wrote a letter.
Yeah.
I wrote with my biro. My dad went and typeset. He was like, my son is focused.
Yes.
And he was very proud akipatiana hiyo karatasi to be typeset. And then we put it in a bahasha, and my only mistake was I didn't know how to go around town. So I gave someone. I asked Jama in a taxi, hey, how are you? I want to take this letter to KQ. Will you be going that direction? Like, and in my hand, my other hand, I had, I think, 200 shillings. I had saved from my pocket money. And he was like, oh, 200 shillings. Yes, I know. So that's how my letter never went.
So he's the one who took the letter for you?
Yes.
To Titus Naikuni?
Yeah, a very random guy. I am very sure he was not going to KQ because there's no way a guy can come from Hilton and go all the way to JKIA for you. So that was that. But I always thought I'll be a pilot. I love speed.
Yeah.
And also it was very fancy, it still is. You know, to be able to fly. Ati unafanya job gani? Leo naenda Qatar, alafu narudi naenda Singapore, after hapo naenda Capernaum.
But you know, these days, after when you enter into KQ, everyone is there respecting you and they all know you.
Yeah, but imagine all the people who are respecting me, they are under the care of the captain.
Yes.
So hata tulislakiane, sasa tunaangalia yule mtu wako mbele yake atufikishe vizuri. You know, so
after hapa kule, then for what did you do after that?
So after hapa kule,
that was
just
Kawangware.
as we
Yes.
when we were still doing hapa kule, there was a beautiful concept Abel had about house because we looked at our audience yetu, they are very funny. You think they want this, but they know what they want.
Yes.
So by then walikuwa nataka vitu ratchet, so to speak, and that's why by that time kulikuwa pia na show ingine ya ratchet, it was let's call them socialites, na ilikuwa na dofiti. So yetu ilikuwa ya mse wa kawaida, those people we never talk about. They are around us but we always ignore. Yeye ni alete chakula alafu ende huko. Amwezi. So they are there. They had beautiful stories. Ukikaa nao wanakupigia story. Kuna mwingine tulipigiwa story yake, alienda akatengenezea mdosi wake, ushaikula supu ya sausage? Alienda akakatakata sausage akatengeneza supu. Sasa unaletewa chakula unaona tu vitu tunafanya hivi kwa maji. So beautiful stories, and as we keep saying, we need to tell our stories, and that's our story. You know, kuna unasikia siku hizi there's something we call house manager issue. Why were you late? I had house manager issue. Alipaka akasema by the way, unajua nini mimi sijiski, na akaenda home, so na kuacha kwa. So we have beautiful stories. So that's what Real Housewives was about. So we did an episode in Hapa Kule News, and it blew. I think up to date in Hapa Kule News, that's the most watched episode. So guys were like, where is episode 2? And Abel was like, I was testing this thing, now it worked. Tuchape kama show. So we were running Hapa Kule News. By the time niko Hapa Kule News, I was made the creative director. Na bado mimi ni cast, alafu sasa tumeongezewa the Real Housewives of Kawangware. Mimi bado ni star huko. Good all day. Yeah, but sasa hiyo it brought about I don't know what you call it in English, but nikakuwa I'm not aggressive. Because you became assured. Comfortable. Exactly. I became comfortable. But later on, after 100 episodes in the Real Housewives of Kawangware, Abel Mutua left and I also left. So after hapo sasa ndio tukaingia digital. Tumerarua hii digital. Kabisa. So that's been my journey.
And how did you get into digital? Was it accidental, or how did you know that, and did you even know that one can make millions out of digital, YouTube, and I also follow you on Instagram.
Nice. When I got to digital, it was out of frustration, out of fear of being forgotten, because now I'm off TV, so hakuna mali naonekana. So the last few episodes we can shoot, I was sure this is it in the next 8 months. But that was it. So for me to remain relevant, I needed to do something. Not for clout, not for anything, but I needed to do something to be in the minds of people. Because once you're out of the mind of people, that's it. So, and I knew there's no offer for TV I'd get. Akikuja sasa work role ya mtu mwingine. It had to be something else. So, what I had on my hand was my phone, and I had some few MBs, and I had some few script I had written. Muka naona idea na andika chini. So I was like, tumekana msupa akaniambia, my girlfriend at the time, who now is the mother of my kids. So tukakaa naye tukamwambia, and she was like, you have ideas, you shoot with your phone, hata kama ni mbaya tuone vile itadu. That's what we did. I had like 11,000 followers on Instagram. We posted, wacha ipate likes. I think we got 200 likes. By then, a video on Instagram was going for 15 seconds only, not more than that. So that's how we started. Very short clips zikaanza kwenda. So I was like, this is fun. It doesn't make you money, but you're relevant, so to speak. And I'm happy. I'm happy doing that. I'm happy making people happy. I'm happy idea yangu ikitokea vile nataka. And communicating through that. So tumekaa tukapigiwa simu. Client wants his product placed on product placement on our videos, and he was wondering how much we would charge. By that time tulikuwa na arrears for rent. So I don't even have a manager. I had to lie. Can you talk to my manager? Who is my manager? Celestine, my wife. So Celestine, our rate card was based on our problems. So we needed 50K. So what do? Every video the guy said he's willing to give us 5K. So Celestine
You
said, you
did
need
10.
50. Yeah, we did 10. So unfortunately, he never paid.
Yeah.
He only paid for one video.
That's unfortunate.
But it was very, for me, that's where my eyes opened.
Yes.
Because I was like, the guy is willing to pay 5K.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't pay every or whatever,
Yeah.
that means if we had more numbers,
Yeah.
someone better will be willing to put his money on our videos. That's how we started.
Yeah. So to sum it up,
naongea sana na it makes sense.
Ina make sense. Thank you for the sermon. Tutalipa sadaka tu saa hizi. But just to sum it up, what does it take to be a game changer in your experience?
It takes you. Because most of the times we are very busy looking for ni nini sasa naweza tumia nikuwe game changer out there, while what you have is what the world is looking for.
Yes. Wow.
Whatever yenye uko nayo, that's what the world is looking for. Usiangalie kando na kando, songa mbele. Because sasa uko kwa line ya chakula ya harusi.
Yes.
Kile uko nayo ni hii sahani ndio muro ipatikane, but wewe unaangalia nani mwingine ako na sahani inakaa different. Well, all you need to do is to step forward, pakua chakula mkule mkiwa wengi.
Na unapendanga examples za chakula, but thank you very much Njugush for joining us today, and I liked how he summed it up, that what it takes to be a game changer, it takes you. What the world desires, you have the answers. See you next time.